All right, we're back. Superhero Academy, James Taylor, episode 31. So we're in the 30s now. That's cool. Today, well, for the week, the topic, continuing on with the I am, we're going to talk about the doing. So let's just brush up on the I am because last week in my excitedness, I talked about I am as this kind of thing where you could, uh, of course, it's the thing where you can change your state of being and acknowledge your own existence and what you are and things like that. But the I am is really just the consciousness of being. And there's this, so Neville Goddard talks about it as a conception. So there's the conceiver, and then there's the conception. And the conceiver in this state is I am. And the conception is, for me, for instance, would be I am man. What you are aware of being is the conception. The awareness of existence is the I am, and the awareness of being whatever is the conception. And that's where the affirmations come into play, where people are playing with the subliminal messages so that they can get around the resistance of their subconscious mind, which has all these blocks. And therefore, in getting underneath the blocks, you can kind of uproot all the bad thoughts that have been planted over time. I said all that so that we can acknowledge that the I am is really the only place that we need to be. For me in this past week, it took me 2 days before I realized I don't even need to say anything after the I am, because I am a lot of things a lot of the time. And this is where, especially in historical books like the Bible, you find when they're saying, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life, I am the door, I am the Alpha, I am the Omega, I am omnipotent, I am omnipresent, I am all these things. That's because we are all these things. And the I am helps us to acknowledge our existence. So moving forward from that, we're going to talk about this doing part. Because the doing is something that gets so lost in the sauce of this era of social media. I was talking with the boys the other day on the Zoom call that we do. And it's funny because when I first got on Instagram, like I remember reading about Instagram and I wasn't on there at the time. This was way back when, because I had been on Facebook and Facebook changed into this, I don't know, whatever it changed into. It's like LinkedIn is the old Facebook where like you only can link with people that are in your company. And that's how Facebook was originally. You could only befriend people who were like, you had to have a college email to get on Facebook. And so this social media thing, the Instagram, when I first got on there, I saw how interesting it was that we were like posing. But that's what it is. Like Instagram is posing. It's posing. Facebook is a lot of the rhetoric again. So a lot of talking. I am this, I am that. And then Instagram is this posing mechanism where we make it look beautiful. We make all the talking look beautiful. And then you've got Twitter, which is just even more rhetoric. And like me following like the Bitcoin and crypto community and like, you know, a couple of spiritual communities. I don't really follow a lot of spiritual communities because again, it's all talk. But you find out that like a lot of what we do and are into is talking. Like talking. And talking for clout. And talking to be acknowledged. And to sound smart. And to seem like we know what's going on. And to convince people, mainly ourselves, that We are who we say we are, and all these things. So you've got this, our politicians do it. They're talking and talking and talking. And in church, pastors are out there talking and talking and talking. and that's what we do is we talk. And on your resume, you label yourself, and that's why resumes are hard for a lot of people, because when you come down to it and you think about it, it's like, it's not like Leonardo da Vinci, who, this guy, check this out. He wrote to a king one time, "Most illustrious Lord, having now sufficiently seen and considered the proofs of all those who count themselves masters and inventors in the instruments of war, and finding that their invention and use does not differ in any respect from those in common practice, I am emboldened to put myself in communication with your excellency in order to acquaint you with my secrets. I can construct bridges which are very light." This is the important part. I can construct bridges which are very light and strong and very portable, with which to pursue and defeat an enemy. I can also make a kind of cannon which is light and easy of transport, with which to hurl small stones like hail. I can noiselessly construct to any prescribed point subterranean passages, either straight or winding, passing if necessary under trenches or a river. I can make armored wagons carrying artillery, which can break through the most serried ranks of the enemy. In time of peace, I believe I can give you complete satisfaction as anyone else in the construction of buildings, both public and private, and in conducting water from one place to the other. I can execute sculpture in bronze, marble, or clay. Also, in painting, I can do as much as anyone, whoever he may be. I said all that because Leo, on my Twitter, and these are the people that I follow. So one guy, his name was Daniel Vassallo, cool guy. But his Twitter quote, in quoting this, said, "Explain what it is that you do, not what you say you are." And that hit me so hard, because it was like, James, what is it actually that you do? What do you do? What do you do, James? And I know I'm not the only one who was faced with that in that moment. Like when you heard this from Leo, what did you think in that moment about yourself? What is it that you do? What do you do? You talk. I talk. We all talk. We're all talking, right? The one thing that I know that I do, like over the years that I've done, like I'm in fitness, I work out, like I eat right, like all that stuff I do. I don't even need to talk about it. Like there's one thing I put my life on is that I know how to work out. I know how to eat like the best. I know about the planet, the climate, and most of all, changing of the mind. That's what I do. My research is in changing the mind and the body at will. That's what I like to read about. I like to study people, psychology, all that stuff. I read about it and I put it in my own words so that I can understand and hopefully other people can understand. That's what I do. That's it. That's it. And so we use all these labels. I'm a writer, I'm a blogger, I'm a trainer, I'm this and I'm that. And it's like we never explain what it is that we can actually do, because we don't know. We've never even talked about it. We don't even think about it. We just talk, because that's what we do is we talk. And we use all this rhetoric to try to sound cool and be cool and get clout. We pose for the Instagram. We talk our trash on Facebook. We go over to Twitter and tweet a couple of our thoughts throughout the day. And we take these pictures and we put this marketing and advertising on this package that is us, behind the I am. Behind all that is the I am. I am. I exist. And then the conception of what it is that we are. And we try to state that in all these words. I am vegan. I am plant-based. I am this. I am that. I'm keto. I'm yoga. I'm spiritual. I'm astrological. I'm Pisces. I'm Libra. I'm Aries. We talk. That's what we do a lot of, is talking. And so I leave that with you today. Think about, after the I am, your existence, think about this week, what it is that you actually do that you're good at. As usual, if this was great, hey man, please like it. Head on over to the blog, www.superheroacademyonline.com. Check out the podcast. It'll be in this same format, just without the video. If you want to hear and not see, if you like seeing, YouTube's a place for you. Check it out. Also got my Twitter, JWillTay. I know that stuff's been spraying along the screen this whole time. We're going to keep it short. Yeah, episode 31. Focus on what you do, not what you say. And if anything, think about Leonardo da Vinci, because that was a bad man. Anyway, hope y'all have a fantastic week. I'll catch y'all next week.